We got the Sturniolo triplets, and they hate people who honk their horn. I'm gonna put a timestamp now into this video and also into the video description so that you just can hop to the reaction part of it, because I want to respond to a YouTube comment. And it's a comment of one of my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers who recommended this video here, and it was Miguel Caroline. And she recommended this video and also said she loved the reaction a lot of one of my other Sturniolo triplets reactions on the YouTube channel of the UDYZYZ show. And I want to say I totally appreciate you, Caroline, for letting me know that you got this love for the UDYZYZ show, and especially also for this reaction that you commented on. And it's good to know that me Guys and Gyals really enjoy it, and they also are vocal about it. And this reaction is especially for you, Caroline, because you wished for it, but it's also for every single one of my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers out there, just that you know. And River is saying in the Twitch chat, it's time. Oh, it is. And he said, oh dear, it's this one. I've heard there will be at least one hit of Matt towards Chris. So let's find out. It's time. Let's hop into some real reactions, because I know that that's what you're all here for. So let's see if there's some fighting or not. Seemingly there is.
Does anybody know why Matt was not at Tara Yummy Party for Nick.
Oh, the 1 million subscriber party. And Matt wasn't at the party.
Shut the fuck up. Only Nick buys himself a full box of chocolates. Such a Nick Sturniolo move. I really like the water bottles with the nipples on it. Yeah, I feel like I'm sucking water.
Oh, he also likes the nipple Gatorade that Tara talked about in the video I reacted to before that. Jake Weber, Tara, Yummy, David Alvarez, Axis, yeah, talk to each other.
Straight from Mother Nature.
I thought this was gonna go so
Alright guys, this car video is gonna be things that we're gonna talk about, things that we find either really corny or really...
Bro, those pajama pants are so in style right now, right? Or even a year ago. Those pajama pants, bro. You know, in this checkered pattern. Like Jake Weber got it. I think Kenal Joseph also got it. Chris got it. It's like, yeah, it's even a all-time classic, right? It was even, yeah, like decades ago it was a classic, and it still is, bro. Or yeah,
really piss us off.
Yep.
So it's a good video for Nick.
I do like this pattern, you know, like flannel shirts. You've seen me wearing every now and then a flannel shirt. I do like this, but it's pajama pants. Like outside, I wouldn't wear this like an outside. No, no.
Yeah, I actually
maybe on a chill day. Maybe, yeah. If I got one, I don't even know if I got some sort of pajama pants with this pattern.
feeling really positive recently, and I have nothing.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's a lie. Taking the last of something and leaving the box.
Point at someone you know who does that.
I'll break your goddamn.
Ow,
dude, are you serious? Like, why the fuck would you do that? I just like felt my finger go.
Did you?
Yeah.
You felt your finger make a noise.
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
I never, ever
Never
do
said
that.
So that was my first one.
Why don't you go to the
bro.
dentist and check if you have a cavity? I hate this kid. I just like really want to embrace this moment right now.
What the fuck? What's the to embrace?
No, guys, you always freak out when I say shit like that, but it's like, come on, we're back home.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We're in the van together. Like always, as Rose.
Okay. Okay. I don't even. This doesn't even happen to me because I don't eat it. But like when people make like the mac and cheese, but
Bro, I'm still in my mind with this holding the finger, you know. Not talking about Matt in general, right? I'm not talking about Matt right now, but in general, because he didn't break his finger. Obviously, he was just some sort of whatever, some sort of I don't know what his intention was behind that. I can't tell. But in general, bro, if a person would grab my finger like that and then break it on purpose, bro, I would have to let consequences prevail, bro. Because that would be so out of pocket, bro. That would be like crazy, crazy. That would be so crazy. Even though they think it would be funny or whatever, or like yeah, like whatever intention they got. If they did it on purpose, bro, I would ensure that this person, bro, would learn a lesson for life that they won't do that to anyone anymore for the rest of their life, bro. I would feel obligated to teach them this lesson in terms of my own well-being and everyone who's in the atmosphere of this person, bro. Like yeah, definitely.
They'll grab like a second mac and cheese box and open it so that theirs is extra cheesy, and then put like the mac and cheese back in the thing. Or like if you have a ramen and then take 2 seasoning packets
And you make it like extra chickeny?
yeah, and then you
Chickeny.
leave the other ramen packet. So the next person that goes to get it is only getting the noodles and isn't getting the seasoning.
Well, you should just throw away the second pack. That's what I would
I'm
do.
saying. Like the next person's gonna be like, oh, like if it's the last.
Nick's a bonus seasoner.
Wrong.
Correct, Nick.
Do I do that, Matt?
I don't know.
I know that Nick has done that in the past.
Would I make my mac and cheese extra cheesy? Are we
Yeah.
serious?
Not extra cheesy, but you would make your ramen extra like flavorful.
I would do that.
Correct, I've seen
But I
you do it.
haven't.
Veronica says she has those checkered pajama pants, but in red color and black and white. So yeah, like maybe that's yeah, maybe that's very 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 yeah. Almost everyone got this, right? This is some sort of pajama pants.
Where the fuck are my notes?
I think tourniquets are like the craziest thing ever.
Nick, can you don't
Like
say
when
shit
someone's
like that?
bleeding out and they just like tie the limb off. What?
Why do you bring up tourniquets?
Yeah,
Because I
that's
had this
crazy.
charger and I was like wrapping it around my leg.
And
And I
you're
just think of like in like those zombie movies when someone's like arm gets bit.
I think it's just corny if you have to squint.
I squint all the time.
I know. I just think it's cringe. Like it's like walk closer. Like if someone's like this, like
If someone got up and walked closer or something instead of squinting, you'd say the same thing though.
what? Like just
Like
squint.
what? You can't see from over there?
Yeah.
Well, no. It's just like I just think it's like, dude, if you're squinting, no, it's worse when you're like in a seat that you can't really get up from. Like if you're like at a
And you're
game.
like, oh, what does that say?
Yeah, if you're at like a game or something, like an NBA game or like a baseball game or something, or like somewhere where you're like have an assigned seat, like a theater,
Okay.
and you're just like this the whole time, it's like buy a closer ticket.
Well, bro, yeah. For me, someone who's squinting himself every now and then, maybe more often than I know, but I also sometimes I also go like, I do that, and buy a closer ticket, bro. Maybe not everyone can afford a closer ticket, so yeah, not like the perfect solution here of Chris. Like it's like, yeah, bro, if you're a homeless person, yeah, just buy a house. Duh. Yeah. Right. But if you're a homeless person, then please, yes, try to find a job. Try to get away from the street. If you can't do it by yourself, search for help and get help. There are certain foundations and whatnot, and places where you can get help. But yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, with this get a closer seat in the whatever theater or whatever stadium. Maybe they were saving up for this ticket. Or whatever, a whole month, because maybe they don't got that good of a salary. Maybe they got a whole lot of bills to pay on the side, and they just barely made it happen to be there on the stadium. And it's like not a good that good place, and they have to squint their eyes. Like, yeah, whatever. That doesn't sit that well with me. What Chris said here.
Chris.
Squinty McGee, like you know what I mean? Come on.
I feel like you squint often. That's
Me?
why. Yeah.
No,
think
I
you're-
squint when I laugh.
Oh,
Okay.
you're just so cute. I think that you're a chronic squinter and you don't even know it.
Yeah. I agree.
See,
And Piper says in Twitch chat, her brother's finger when Piper was 5, and when she was 5 and she thinks he was 11, but she didn't do it on purpose. They were both just playing together. She broke. Okay, there she corrected. Yeah, that's the thing. If it just happens because you play together, maybe a little bit of wrestling and fighting, and it happens like by an accident, yeah, it's totally understandable. But yeah, again, bro, I was talking about this if really someone does it on purpose, bro, you know. And yeah, you most of the time you can really see like the situation. Hey, it was by accident. They didn't do that on purpose, you know. So yeah. River says, Chris, but I understand, Piper, what you're telling here totally. And you were kids, you know, you were kids and you were playing, so it happened. Yeah, sometimes you break. Unfortunately, sometimes kids are breaking their bones when they're playing. This happens sometimes, right? And by accident. And Ruben says in the chat, Chris' takes in this video are kind of, yeah.
I might be listing things that I do, and that's a thing. That's why it's like, this is, all our videos are for fun and for entertainment.
This is self-reflecting.
Matt, you're the king of self-reflecting. I actually mean that. You're like good at it.
So what is that? What were you getting at though?
I don't know. I was gonna say, like, we always, like, I see people like...
I think I need a soda. I think I need a soda.
Okay.
After all these chocolates, right? He has to clean his palate.
You want me to go get you a soda? Me and Chris were
Cleanse it.
out the other day, and someone literally told us that we should go to a twin convention. Like, to our face.
Who
I
was
was
it?
there.
No.
No, you weren't.
That, dude, that's exactly what I said.
That happened to me.
No, because that's what Chris said to the girl. He said,
The girl
she
said it
goes,
to
has
us.
anyone ever told you guys you should go to a twin convention? And I said no, because I'd never heard
And I go,
that.
oh yeah.
Yes, I know, bro.
And
Chris
Chris
like,
like,
oh, yeah. I
what?
was like, when? And Chris
No,
goes,
me-
literally, me and Matt just had someone tell us
yeah.
that.
It was at the car dealership. The lady
Yes.
was like, oh, y'all are twins?
No,
and
she
we're like,
asked if
Is it just me, or is Matt and Nick having more stories together to tell in the car videos than Matt and Chris or Nick and Chris? Because we had this grocery and boss, final boss story time. Now they have this twin convention interaction they're sharing. Maybe I'm not too deep in their lore to heard of a Chris and Nick story or a Chris and Matt story.
we were in town for it, I was like,
No,
weird
it's
thing.
going on?
Yeah.
That's what I would have said. It's going on right now?
yeah, she was like, oh, you're in town for the convention? And we were like,
I was
The
like, what?
convention?
what? She goes, y'all twins, right? And we were like, yeah. And she's like, the twin convention. Like,
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
was
as
pulling
if
up.
every
I was like,
twin
sure.
ever is pulling up.
And she's
to
like, I got kids and they go every year. I was like,
That's
No,
so
she
sad.
tried to convince him to go.
Oh,
Her kids
yeah.
were like, no, Mom, that's fucking stupid. And I
They
kinda
probably
agree
hate
with
her.
their
They probably
kids.
hate
Matt!
her. They probably
Well,
hate
like,
her.
dude, a twin
If
convention?
Mom
Come
tried
on.
getting us to a twin or triplet convention,
I'd laugh in her face.
yeah,
You're right.
think about it.
Corny.
No hate.
I'm gonna
No hate.
hear.
That's on my.
And Rue says in the chat, this is Chris. This is Chris and Matt's story and Chris and Nick's story. Oh, okay. So they had like Matt and Chris and Matt and Nick and Chris had this story. Okay.
Hold on.
Is someone stealing each other's memories? Maybe. No, but I understand, River.
Video's just starting. You need
Oh my god, you scared the dickens
You
out of
either
me.
spit that gum out or learn how to chew. You get one or two options here.
Okay, maybe that now the hit is gonna happen. The punch.
How tough are you?
Ooh.
Oh my god, no, don't fight.
Okay.
You can't even stick to my face.
Oh my god.
Spit it out or learn how to chew. Thank you.
Dude, are you serious? Now I got
Yes.
my own spit all over my face.
Yeah,
that was
I had it
gross.
on your sleeve.
Well, instead of gum, since you can't eat gum, I did get Chris a gift.
Are you serious?
I did.
Yes! I knew it was gonna be him. Me and Nick were just in CVS, and I saw this little Reese's bunny, and I was like, "That dude looks stupid, but he's like stupid in a good way."
And he's so cute, little Reese's bunny.
Oh my god, Nick, what a good gift!
Hey.
He's so cute. He needed to come home.
He should
with
sit
us.
right next to the camera, so now we're just like, he's watching us film.
Yeah.
I just added a new thing to my list a moment ago of things that annoy me. And it's when people say a big no-no. Like, oh, that'd be a big no-no.
He added it to his list because I said it.
Yeah, correct. I can see Matt like with little streamers. Like,
Like flipping around in the park.
yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna throw it this way so you can't grab it again.
Aw.
Okay, so it seems like yeah, Matt is like I think like it's the third time Matt isn't really having Chris behavior. The first was the finger, second was the chewing the gum. Notice whatever he threw at him, like here, yeah, gonna put it away from you.
Privilege taken away.
I have,
I think that they should make a wambulance. Like if someone's just crying and they don't need an ambulance and people are like, oh, we gotta call the wambulance for the little baby. Like what if a wambulance actually came? For the little crying babies?
What?
Okay, unpopular opinion.
like, dude, what?
Tough crowd.
when people kick the back of your foot or like someone's knee pit like right here
Oh
to
my
like
god.
to like knock them off balance.
God.
It's
Oh
so
my God.
unfunny.
Yeah.
It's so unfunny.
It's just like, dude, like you're like
Let's take
what?
a trip to Home Depot and I'll do it to you in front of a fucking power drill. How about that? Let's do it.
Nick, you're insane. No, for me it's like you know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
one of
they're
those
gonna
like
stumble for
it's
a
not one of those like
second and
50-50 jokes. You know what I mean? Like that's hardcore.
Yeah.
Like if
You're
you
bending someone's knee. If someone did that to me and I like fully fell and embarrassed myself, I think I'd bitch slap them to Mars. I'd say, get out of here. You're now in orbital spin, motherfucker. Vamos. You're out.
vamos.
Vamonos.
Yeah,
whatever.
there we go.
You're gone. see you at Pluto.
Oh yeah, it's like when you like buckle someone's knees. That's
Yeah.
what it is. When you like
Imagine like how
intentionally
unfunny it
do
is.
Like
shit.
kick the back of their heel so they like
I have an
Yeah.
unpopular
And Ruben says they weren't having it that day of Chris' behavior, maybe, yeah, especially.
opinion.
Go ahead.
Of when people are like, oh, you're a tattletale, or like you're a rat, like if you tell like a teacher.
Yeah.
It's like, you're fucking obnoxious.
Yeah.
I never believed in like, oh, telling on
never.
someone. Because it's like, I think it's corny to like, if someone's like doing something that they're like, I guess not supposed to. But if like you telling on someone, you're telling on someone who's actively infringing your peace, it's completely valid. Like, don't go telling on people if they're like vaping or something. Like, that's their personal problem,
Yeah,
right?
that's like leave that out of it.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
it's corny to like snitch on somebody if it literally doesn't impact you. But if someone's just being a total
douchebag to you.
douchebag to you, and then they're like, "Oh, you're a
That would be the job of this one character of Recess, right? What is his name? Randall? And he's going up to this one teacher, and he's like snitching, the snitch of all snitches, the king of the snitches. Yeah? They're doing this and this and that. Randall. I think his name was Randall, right? Recess.
snitch or you're tattletale." It's like you're a fucking obnoxious loser.
Yeah.
And so it's like
Correct.
I'd rather be a tattletale than a motherfucker nobody wants to be around.
Like that was his identity, right? That was a Recess Randall identity. Snitching. That's what he breathed and lived day in and day out. That's his life was consisting of snitching and breathing, bro.
Around.
Oh yeah, sums it up.
number 4.
And Veronica says she has things to do, so she thinks you should watch the live reaction later. And yeah, it's again, if you got important things to do, please put yourself and the things in your life first. And then if there's time and you think it's the right thing to do, I will gladly welcome you to the show. But yeah, I want to say it was wonderful to have you, Veronica. Hopefully until next time.
I'm guilty on this very heavily. I put that. All right, they got a sheep in the back seat. I put parentheses.
My ears itchy.
I'm gonna read all of mine.
Oh, shut up!
I'm just gonna hit you.
My ears itchy, my fucking ass itchy. Shut up.
I'm just gonna read all of mine because
Nick,
feel
you're
like
just like a screw.
I'm gonna just
Okay, that was the interrupting slap.
start
Oh
hitting
my
you. Stop, Chris. Stop.
God, that
Stop.
was insane.
I'm gonna speak.
That was a
Oh wow, I want to watch that again, bro. But before this happened, I said like, okay, bro, interruption after interruption. He wants to say his note here, but I wasn't expecting that the slap will happen now. That was surprising to me.
Read all of mine because
Nick, you're just like a screw.
I'm gonna just start hitting
my
you. Stop, Chris. Stop.
God, that,
But Chris stays so calm, right?
Stop.
was insane.
I'm gonna speak.
That was a full array of several.
The thing is like, but again with Chris, bro, what I think is the case with him, he can't really keep in his emotions. Maybe sometimes anxiety, fear, anger, maybe. Whatever. Maybe you're gonna explode. I don't know. Let's see.
Smacks to the head.
It's just like you need to stop.
Okay.
You need to stop.
Ooh, no fighting.
Matt, if that's the only
You guys
Okay, he got this for like, oh, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna take revenge.
doing
You
those
shut up,
slap
right?
boxing things where you just bish slap each other as you.
You
like,
shut
it's a
up,
rock.
right?
You're just so fortunate we're filming a video and I want it to go good. That's all I'll say. Let's carry on.
Sounds good.
If I went up to you and hit you as hard as I can in the back of your head,
Okay, now, yeah. Chris is Matt is getting the backlash for the slaps. Okay, I was let's say, yeah, thinking of will he let it out, but sometimes it takes a little for him, right? It builds up in him. Now it's coming out. Chris yelling for literally 2 minutes.
Sounds good. If I went up to you and hit you as hard as I can in the back of your head, you'd have terminal fucking brain illness. For the stop. Like if I sucker punch you in the back of the head in like the kitchen one night, you hitting the back of my head. Stop. You can hit me in the face all you want. The back of my. I put it in parentheses.
I think maybe there was one slap in the back of the head, right? Want to see it again?
That's the only. You guys should do those slap
boxing things where you just full of that scream.
I'm gonna just start.
Yeah, that was a half a slap on the backs of the head, right?
Shut up.
I'm just gonna read all of mine because Nick, you're just like scream. I'm gonna just start.
Yeah, side of the head, but I think the last one was on the back of the head, at least a little bit was covered a little bit, but yeah, it was a slap on the back of the head. One on the cheek, one on the ear, maybe one on the back.
Shut up.
Right, I'm dissecting it like a sporting event, right? Like a boxing fight. Like I want to see it. I just want to see it clearly here.
I'm just gonna read all of mine because Nick, you're just like scream. I'm gonna just start hitting you. Stop, Chris.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah, mostly on the side, but just a little bit on the back of the head. Not completely like the back, but also a little bit on the back. But I understand Chris' point. A lot of boxers that's why it's prohibited and forbidden in boxing to hit someone in the back of the head. It's a very vulnerable place where you can get brain damage and get horrible, diseases, conditions, illnesses for life. Definitely. So I understand Chris' point here.
Slap each other. Let's carry on. Sounds good. If I went up to you and hit you as hard as like if I sucker punch you in the back of the head in like the kitchen one night, you hitting the back of my head. Stop. You can hit me in the face all you want. The back of my. I put it in parentheses.
But now I have to say I understand a little bit better what maybe the fans were saying back then when this Christmas slap happened, in terms of people that saw that the first time of the triplets, whatever, seriously slapping or punching each other. I'm not surprised by the slap itself. Again, not saying that was the right thing to do what Matt did here. Not saying that at all, but it's let's say I'm not that surprised anymore, and let's say also not used to it. Maybe can understand it a little bit more better. I can understand it a little bit better, but yeah, still I think not the right thing to do. But it's some sort of, I understand their dynamics a little bit better. That this isn't that surprising to me anymore, like the Christmas slap. So yeah, but again, not saying that it was a good or right thing to do.
Parentheses. I'm guilty of this heavily. So you guys are gonna be like,
what is
back of my. I put it in parentheses. I'm guilty of this heavily. So you guys are gonna be like, eek! Go ahead. You guys are gonna be like, oh, but you do that. Fully self-aware.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
People that ask for your opinion and then get mad when you place your opinion or disagree on that opinion.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't really get mad when people ask my opinion and they disagree with my opinion because...
Well, wait a second, I want to listen to it again.
Mad when you play...
Yeah, that's good.
People that ask for your opinion and then get mad when you place your opinion or disagree.
Yeah. Okay, understand.
On that opinion.
Mm-hmm. Gotta check out the chat here. River said, oops. In 3, 2, 1. Then it was a series of smacks, and she's quoting Nick here. And a full array of several smacks. It was the side of the head, River says. And Kyle says, the thing is, Chris constantly interrupts Matt every time he speaks, and at some point someone's going to get mad. Yeah, I understand, Kyle, that someone gets mad by that, but still, smacking or slapping someone because they interrupt you in a conversation is not justified at all. Not in my books, not at all. And it's also some sort of I think lost to yourself because you lost your composure and essentially gave this person the power to trigger you that much to assault them by them just saying words to you. That's some sort of they enslaved you just by their words to get you to do something. You know, this I want to say that, and again, I'm not making this about now Chris is interrupting Matt and Matt slaps him. Aside with that, but just in general, what popped up in my head, because we're talking about this people having power over you. There's this one scene in this movie 7 with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey. Watch this movie, very good movie, very good movie. Maybe there's now a little bit spoiler, but I have to some sort of give some information about this that you understand what I'm trying to say here. there's this Kevin Spacey character, and they're at the end of the movie, right before the climax, it's building up to the climax of the movie. They're in the desert. Kevin Spacey character, handcuffed on his knees. A psycho serial killer. Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, both detectives. They got him, and he some sort of got a religious deadly sin mission. This psycho serial killer Kevin Spacey character, right? He some sort of wants to prove that humanity is bad and all are sinners and they all are slaves of the deadly sins or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's somehow the agenda of this psycho serial killer. And he got his last deadly sin he has to prove to the humankind in his whatever psychotic state he's in. The last deadly sin he has to prove that humanity is falling guilty of is wrath. Yeah? The deadly sin, wrath. And he got this Brad Pitt detective character and the Morgan Freeman detective character. Brad Pitt character is keeping an eye on this handcuffed on his knees serial killer Kevin Spacey character. But there's a box far away. A little bit of a walk is necessary to get there. Morgan Freeman character says to Brad Pitt character, partner, I'm gonna go over there. What is in there? Because this Kevin Spacey character said, I've got a little gift for you. There's a box you may want to take a look into, right? Before you put me to jail. Morgan Freeman character goes up to the box, opens it up, in shock. He's like, he's disgusted. Maybe I exaggerate a little bit, but I bet it's what's going on inside of his face, his body. He was kept his composure, but you saw it very subtle in the look of this character. He was shocked what he was seeing in this box. He knows that the Brad Pitt character, who's a little bit, let's say, impulsive character, and the Morgan Freeman character is more of a wiser mentor character. He knows as soon as the Brad Pitt character finds out what's inside of this box, he's gonna flip. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna do something he's gonna regret. Morgan Freeman character runs back to the Brad Pitt character because the Kevin Spacey psycho serial killer character knows exactly what's inside of this box. And he just wanted to make a little game out of it. And Morgan Freeman character knows, maybe this Kevin Spacey character will reveal to the Brad Pitt character what's in this box. And it has something to do with the Brad Pitt character's wife, what's in this box. Morgan Freeman character runs up to the Brad Pitt character. He's saying, don't do it. Don't shoot him. Do not shoot him. Don't shoot this Kevin Spacey character. The Brad Pitt character is holding up his gun on the Kevin Spacey character and said to the Morgan Freeman character, why? What's in the box? And the Morgan Freeman character's Brad Pitt character, take down the gun. He's like, what's in the box? He's like, we have to stay calm now. Don't shoot him. Brad Pitt character, don't shoot him. And Kevin Spacey character is saying, oh, you don't know what's in this box? You want to know? Something like that. Brad Pitt character is saying to again, what's in the box? What's in the box? He's sensing something. And the Kevin Spacey character is saying, you know, detective, I was always admiring you and your wife. The Brad Pitt character is saying, what? How do you know I've got a wife? He's saying, you know, I saw both of you. Such a wonderful love you got together. And you know, this one day, not too long ago, I got into your house. And the Brad Pitt character is saying, what you done, you filthy pig? What you done? What you done? What's in the box? And the Kevin Spacey character is saying, detective, she was begging for her life. And the Brad Pitt character is like, he knows already what happened. And the Morgan Freeman character is saying, Brad Pitt character, now take down the gun, do not shoot him or he will win. And the Kevin Spacey character is saying, you know, there's this one last deadly sin of wrath. And he was waiting. He was waiting because he sensed it that the Brad Pitt character won't be able to control his wrath. Because, you know, there was something in the box that was part of his wife. And the Morgan Freeman character is almost begging. Maybe not begging, but he's saying, Brad Pitt character, do not make this mistake. He will win. And guess what? Kevin Spacey character already knows he won. He closes his eyes and says, mission accomplished. The last deadly sin of wrath has been proven. Brad Pitt character is losing it all, crying, sucks up all of his grief and sadness and turns into anger and wrath. And bow! He's shooting the Kevin Spacey character. Killed the serial killer. This psycho got satisfied in his crazy longing for achieving and pushing through his crazy agenda. What he got, proving the 7 deadly sins are all around humankind and they're all guilty of it and whatever. And Brad Pitt character goes to jail. He goes to prison. He killed a person. He shot a person. Lost his job. Lost. His wife is already lost. But there was no victory or win or benefit in shooting this serial killer, even though it's hurting like heck. But there was no win in it. There was only loss in shooting this person. You gave them the power because you weren't able to control your emotions. Shot him. Awful, horrible end. Tragic end. Lost his wife. This Brad Pitt character lost his wife. Lost all his power. Lost his freedom. Maybe gets even stabbed in the prison or whatever. You know, they don't really like see cops in the prison, right? So that's that, bro. That's that, bro. That's my little anecdote to whatever life throws at you. Stay master of yourself and your emotions and your thoughts and your behavior and your actions. Then you can make the best out of every situation and a victory and a win out of it. Because there was no win in there. Shoot and getting this some sort of revenge in terms of shooting him. You know what the revenge and the win would have been for the Brad Pitt character? Even though it would have hurt like heck. The head of your wife in a box. Cut off from a psycho serial killer. You know what the win would have been for Brad? Not shooting him. Bringing him to prison, maybe having them there for life, or maybe some other person takes care of him. But his crazy agenda of proving the last deadly sin of wrath, you would have robbed him of that. You wouldn't have gave him the satisfaction. He would have lost. You would have won. You kept the power because that won't resurrect your wife shooting him. Even giving him the satisfaction, maybe he was getting off of it. Like, oh yeah, he's shooting me, yeah, wrath. You gave him all the power, you gave him the victory. Brad Pitt could have taken the, even though what a horrible situation it was, he could have taken the victory and the win. In terms of the mastery of himself, the power, proving this person wrong, this crazy person, proving them wrong, giving them not what they want. Maybe. Yeah, not going down this rabbit hole, but whatever. That was my little anecdote to that, bro. Not anecdote, but a metaphor that we can take out of this movie 7 with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey. Watch this movie. Maybe I ruined it already in terms of the end, but it was so important message, I think. That's why it's a very, very valuable movie in terms of a lesson.
See, I don't really get mad when people ask my opinion and they disagree with my opinion because... well,
it's like that's when you realize it's the truth a little.
Well, to me, it's like
me.
I give my 100% unprovoked opinion almost 100% of the time. So if it's gonna upset somebody, it would regardless. They don't have to ask for advice to be upset by my opinion. I'll do it anyway.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, like
And I know it's easy to say in this from a bird's view perspective of the Brad Pitt character to say don't shoot him. I know it's easy to say. It would be a hard challenge to keep control of your emotions and thoughts in this moment. I totally understand, but we see what's the right and the wrong thing to do. What's the good thing and what's the bad thing to do. That's also what I'm saying. Always stay watchful of yourself. There's some sort of see it from this perspective. Hey, what's the best and resolve and right thing to do for me now? Even though this other thing is so tempting. Don't do it. Go the upright, good, and resolved and valuable way. Even though it's way harder. Gotta check on the chat now. And like River says, during these times, the thing about Chris is if they don't hit him or smother him, he won't stop yapping. Yeah, but again, we're talking about their dynamics here, right? And Kyle says he feels like interrupting is more disrespectful than hitting, and Kyle would rather be hit than interrupt. Whoa, I have to disagree with that. Very, very much. But again, yeah, subjective, right? And Kyle says, if you're constantly interrupting somebody, you're not listening to what they are saying, and you don't really give anything about what they are saying. And that's Kyle's opinion. And River says, Matt just recently learned how to overcome these interruptions. For example, not stopping when they try to talk over him. Yes. Or make his voice louder. That's also when we're talking about communication, because that's not just a Matt Sturniolo thing that he gets interrupted. Many people experience that, and I think it's also, was it a communication study, a social study, or even a communication coach? But I heard it way back then. They also said that also shows some sort of, let's say, dominance in terms of demanding that you will finish your sentence no matter what. Because there was this, I think this communication coach or whatever was dissecting some, let's say, more intense or uncomfortable moments in interviews, right? Where some interviewers were trying to mess with the artist they were interviewing or the politician, whatever it was. And they said, and it also makes sense, sometimes people really want to interrupt you because they want to disrespect you. But if you keep talking to finish your sentence and won't let anyone interrupt you, that's also, you won't give them the power to make you stop talking. You're saying something, you got your 50% is set, then they're interrupting you because they want to show, hey, I'm the master here, I have the control of this conversation, you stop when I start speaking. No, this other person who started a sentence and the other person is trying to interrupt them. This person who started a sentence, they just completely say their sentence, no matter what the other person says and how much they're screaming and jumping around like a monkey or whatever show they're trying to pull off there. You keep saying your sentence in the way you want to present it. And you finish your sentence no matter what, and you don't get into the monkey jumping mode. They are you let them make a clown out of themselves, but you will finish your sentence. Maybe you can get in terms of the volume a little bit louder. Don't start off like, yeah, it's like this and this and this and then they interrupt you like no. Then again they would win. Like, I got you. You're my little boy. I got you to get loud and angry. No. You say it, maybe just a little bit more volume, that also the people that are listening to the interview or whatever hear you. Maybe also the person who's trying to interrupt you, just a louder volume, but not getting angry and whatever, right? You keep your composure. That's also showing some sort of, hey, I got the power here to finish my sentence, no matter what kind of show you're trying to pull off here. I finish my sentence, and I will be heard by everyone I want to be heard. You can make a clown of yourself, whatever you want. Also, very important in terms of your charisma or whatever in the conversation. So yeah, that's also what River said here. That's very important. To just finish your sentence no matter what, and be loud. Some sort of in terms of their dynamic, Chris is doing that the most, right? But overall, if you've got a conversation, no matter what, you finish your sentence. No matter what the other person is how they're trying to interrupt you. You finish your sentence. You have to say something. You will finish your sentence, no matter what. And you won't back down or get quieter if they're talking. No, you say it in the tonality and what you want to say as exactly like you want to say it. Maybe in a little bit more louder volume that also the other people hear it. But you won't get angry and get a screaming monkey or whatever. Very important. Keep the power because you got all the power always. And always, also, River says, and back then, Matt would just stop and go quiet until he has another window to speak, yes. In rare instances, he resorts to hitting. She's not saying it's in his right to hit Chris, but Chris had it coming. So that's her stance on that. And she says, but then, after they break the ice, they're back to their goofy selves. Yeah, then it needs to be some sort of address, right? And then they go back. So that's a triplet dynamic, so yeah. The more you react to them or know them, it makes more sense, but makes it not better or more right or more justified. But yeah, it makes more sense now that I know them more, and I can understand it more. Let's say
I give my opinion in every scenario.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I think you give your opinion in every scenario.
But
I'm
I do
like
it
an
peacefully.
80%.
I don't say it rudely.
Who's Matt? If you show someone like a shirt that you're like kind of on the edge of wearing, who's kinder about not liking it? Me or Chris?
You.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's you two. To you guys, I'll give my full, raw, honest opinion. If it's like an outside person, like a friend, I'm gonna be like, oh, I mean, like, I'd word it nicer, but
So
I'd still be
you
honest.
think that you're 10 times nicer to friends than me and Matt?
100%. You guys can say the same to me, so I don't know what you're talking about. You're significantly ruder to me than any other person in your life.
okay.
That's all I hear in my head. Oh, you're
burp.
gross. You're disgusting, and everyone hates you. We should get Chris, Matt, and I think he'd get behind this. It's like 5 mini guillotines, and we put all his toes in it. Just chop his toes off.
Are you
all the time.
serious, Nick? What would you even say that for? That's
I think it's Chris burps on you. Pinky out.
Nick, who am I?
I don't even think if you really would craft a mini guillotine, right? A mini guillotine for a toe about this size, and then maybe like this height, right? If the blade is falling down, the blade wouldn't be heavy enough to even cut through the thumb or the toe, right? It wouldn't. It would maybe a little bit. It would cut a little bit into the toe, but it wouldn't be heavy enough to completely go through. It would have been. Must be some sort of mechanical, engine-driven guillotine that slowly goes down. Maybe some sort of a saw thing, and just with like some sort of like pressures through the flesh and the bones without the gravity pulling it down. Maybe that would work. Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking the Prince of
Finger.
England. Give me this. I have
Prince
no
of England.
clue. But
I just think Matt is like so X Games. Like you're the type of kid that like,
X. What is it?
Who's X Games next?
Clue. But
I just think Matt is like so
Matt is X Games.
X Games. Like you're the type of kid that like
X. What is an X game?
X Games, bro. You know, like motocross, Red Bull, snowboarding, bro. X Games.
it's like the
Adrenaline.
BMX and like snowboarding. Like I can just picture Matt being like,
Can you stop?
Yeah.
I'm like trying to listen. I
Are
hear
you
like
fucking stupid
it
now?
sounds like you have a maraca. Me if I ever fucked your bitch.
Ooh.
Like what? What are you talking?
Just imagine, bro. Nick wants to get revenge on some dude, bro, and just even some sort of disgracing himself with not being into women, but yeah, just because he got this opportunity, shags this dude's girlfriend to be able to tell him, you know, I shagged your girl, like, bro, what? Well, there would be a heavy sacrifice he would give to do that, bro. But maybe there would be, some girlfriends of some dudes that are maybe hating on him, but the girls are really fans of him. He could check with them because they maybe would be down some sort of a groupie type of stuff. Yeah, it would be possible, probably. Yeah, love, reality, right? But if this is the right thing for Nick to do, then it would be a many-folded no.
I had to say something to break the ice. You guys have been fucking yapping and yelling at each other. I had to say something out of pocket so I could regain focus and consciousness.
Focus. And also, Rue says, Matt's trying to compose himself.
To the okay, the last thing I said was I find it corny when people actually use their car horn, but
don't
No,
think
because
kids care.
I understand using your car horn if like a car is coming at you from the wrong side of the road at hundreds of miles per hour.
Okay, Chris
So,
losing
like,
it.
You're like loosely at a red light and the person's not paying attention. A little toot toot is good. We don't need to hear it sound like.
Watch the movie Unhinged with Russell Crowe. Then you will maybe learn a little bit about honking and road rage, bro. That's a very interesting movie, how it turned out. From just a little honking in the beginning to whatever happened after that, bro. Unhinged. Russell Crowe. Watch this movie.
A fucking 90 car pileup inferno is about to happen in front of my eyes.
I agree.
We're chill with the casual, like beep beep. Like, oh, hey, you need to, like, there's a difference between a casual alert with your horn,
Yeah.
and then acting as if you're about to be in a fucking 90 car massacre.
I fully agree.
My biggest fear, I think.
We got Caroline in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Caroline. She said one of her favorite parts, like this, the honking, right? And yeah, you also made it to your video recommendation. It's wonderful, Caroline, on live.
Would be once I learned to drive, if the gods ever aligned for me to do so, and if I laid on the horn in front of someone and they got out of their car. Yeah, I'd be like that girl in like that meme and like the she's in like
She takes her hair down. She
No.
gets ready to fight.
no.
Oh.
She's in the court and she's like standing there like this after finding out that like.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah, they're like, what was your last sexual interaction with the guy she's like suing? And he was like, this morning, and then they pan to her and she's like,
Miss Jackson.
She's like hella nervous.
What is Nick holding back to get his driver's license? He don't feel like it. He got no time for it. He's not ready to feel comfortable behind the wheel yet. But it's some sort of have to get behind a wheel to get comfortable being behind a wheel, right? But yeah, what's holding him back?
I just can't react to anything.
Okay, people that love social media a little too much.
Yeah, and
No,
this
I
is-
agree.
This is a
Hang
little
on.
morbid and a little scary and gross.
Connor says no, that before. Okay, and River said it. She was quoting Nick. She was quoting Nick. Like me if I ever shag your girl. River says he's the worst student driver. Did he try it out?
And like, whatever, I'm sorry.
Okay, Colin says there's a video of Matt teaching the driving. Okay, that's the answer. Thanks, Miguels.
TW, trigger warning for those who are triggered easily, whatever. This girl, I remember being in like sophomore year, or no, it was 8th grade, and I was clicking through my Snapchat stories, and this girl texted me or something, because she was like in my English class, she was like my English partner, and she was like, yeah, I'm not coming to school today, like I have like my grandma passed, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for your loss. And then later in the day, I'm clicking through her Snapchat story, and she posted a photo of like her dead grandmother in like her casket.
Ooh.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
get up!
Well, yeah, that's very, let's say, exposing stuff of your personal life and another person who is not alive anymore to the public via social media.
Your phone!
Yeah, Nick, that's insane. Don't even say
No,
that.
I was in shock, 'cause I was like-
I know who you're talking about.
Like,
Anybody
yeah,
that's
you're,
just
like,
like
constantly
too
on.
like they like know the buttons. To
I know what you
press.
mean, like
the hacks and the little
Geek,
yeah,
the Apple
yeah.
Geek Squad. It's like you go in,
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
like,
if you
okay.
actually use a stylus and open the settings app and you
yeah.
head all the way down, you can save a percentage of battery life.
Yeah, it's people that can't understand human error.
Okay, you got some sort of reddish hair, right? Like Nick in the back. When light hits it. Still maybe from his red dyed hair.
Like if a waitress like accidentally puts like bacon on your mashed potato.
They're like, oh, you fucking bitch! I didn't ask for that.
I clearly said no bacon. It's
But like
that's
I hate like, and it's crazy being in LA and like living in LA, like going out to eat. There's some like obviously like super rich people that go out to eat, and it's like it terrifies me seeing like these rich people like
The other
fine
day we
dining,
went
and
out
it's
to
like,
eat,
dude,
and it was like 90 degrees out. Remember, Matt?
Yes, and
The Coat family?
the whole family. There's a family.
Do you remember, Matt? The family of Coats.
Oh my god! There's a family of 5 people sitting down in the restaurant,
And they
it was
all
like
had-
a super nice restaurant, sure. So it's like they wanted to like show that they had money and they were prepared to spend their money on steak and whatever. And they walk in, and the mom, the dad, and 3 kids. I think it was a boy and 2 little girls.
Yeah.
Every single one of them has matching like designer jackets. Like,
It was
ooh, these
so, like
people are
winter
top.
coats. I was like,
Yeah, I'm in
they
a
looked at their-
t-shirt and I'm dry heaving over my meal, like trying to catch a little glimpse of fucking cold. I'm like, give me
Literally.
some ice I can fill my socks with and cool my body down. And this whole family is in gigantic.
Yeah, they're in the Alps.
I thought
Oh
it was.
my God.
I literally looked quick. I thought I was standing next to 5 fucking Yetis. These in 5 completely. I'm like, oh my god, who invited Marshmallow Fluff himself? The fucking what's his name?
They must be soaking wet under those coats, right? Like, yeah. After that, visit at the restaurant, everyone takes a shower. We all like sweat down to every single area and zone of our body. I also, bro, sometimes, bro, I see people on the hottest days really wearing those jackets and whatever, like long pants, and then maybe a sweater under this winter jacket. I'm also like, bro, like, are you freezing? Like, how? Also, like, bro, that's the thing, bro. Like, but maybe I'm also, we talked about this, like, with this ginger jeans, right? I can't tolerate cold water way better than hot water. But yeah, that's some sort of ginger gene thing. But yeah, it's just crazy to me how people like really, how they can pull that off, bro, without sweating down everything they got on, bro.
The Sherman tire guy is sitting behind me. Family of 5. The daughters look like they're hot. Like they look so hot. Like they're dripping in sweat.
Okay, they're sweating,
The
yeah.
mom looks like she's like
That was
pulsing.
the funniest part for me. Is like the kids are like,
The kids are like so hot.
Mom, she like put the jacket on. She
Yeah,
was
it's like,
I was like, dude.
All of this, like, I'm down. I'm down for like feeling.
to flex
I'm
your
down to
toes.
feel a little bit uncomfortable for fashion. You know, I can always do like a sweater might be uncomfortable, but like you look good. Like I'm down.
Bro. The thing is, bro, when it comes to fashion, in terms of myself, bro, no matter how good it looks, bro, if it makes me feel uncomfortable, I can't wear it. I can't. I'm shooting for it looks good and is comfortable. I think everyone is shooting for that, like, obviously, but I can't do it. It looks so good, but I feel uncomfortable. I can't do that. No. It must be comfy and looks good. And if it's so comfy but looks horrible, yeah, I think I couldn't wear in terms of my taste, right? Because it's subjective in terms of fashion. If it's so comfy but looks horrible, I also wouldn't wear it outside. But at home, obviously, right? But yeah, and it wouldn't be like, oh, the people shouldn't see me like that with this horrible fashion faux pas. No, if it's like if I see that on myself, it's like, bro, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. That doesn't look good to me in the fashion side. I wouldn't take it, wear it outside. I wouldn't care anything about. I wouldn't care the least or anything or whatever people think. If I think that looks good and it's comfortable, I'm gonna wear it outside also. But without both sides, it looks horrible but it's comfy, or it looks wonderful but it's horrible, uncomfortable. I wouldn't go with that outside. Yeah. So I wouldn't care what the people think, because again, fashion is absolutely subjective. It's not like 2 + 2 = 4. That's not like that's a fact. That's not mathematical truth and reality and law, right? It's just fashion. So the beauty is an eye of the beholder, right? I'll check on the chat here. And River says 2 years ago, they had their driving permit and Matt taught them. Okay. And River says also Matt and their mom taught them a bit and Nick was all over the place. Colin says Chris was doing good, but Nick not. And Matt was getting angry with him. River says, and she thinks the eyesight now might affect his driving lessons. She doesn't know. But yeah, but if he got his glasses on, he can handle that. And Colin says, how can you still eat the food when you're that hot in the restaurant with the Cole family she's talking about? And River says the mom was dedicated to the part. And Colin says same in terms of the fashion, I think what I said here. It has to be comfortable and looks good. In terms of your taste, your subjective taste.
Yeah.
Discomfort for fashion, but like, dude, fucking,
Your kids are sweating.
yeah, your kids feel like they're in a sauna. And
You're literally burning the calories you're
burning
eating.
your kids. I thought you were gonna say
No,
that.
you're burning the calories you're
Oh my
eating
god!
right there.
But it was so funny. Matt literally set a
I thought
timer.
the kids were gonna
No,
melt into a puddle.
I set a timer for how long it was gonna take for all of them to take their jacket off.
And it was like 35 minutes or
the
something.
wife never took her jacket
Never
off.
said
I think it was
never,
glued to her back. It was glued to her back.
No, that thing was stuck to her. It was crazy.
No, and then she'd like take it off one arm and then eat and then put it on the
It was
other, take
actually,
off the
like,
other. I was oh my
unreal.
God.
Like,
Like, we get it, you guys are just.
What is it, bro? When we like everyone has to see our jacket, like we bought it, we have to wear it no matter how hot it is. Had she maybe something underneath that no one should see because it was too revealing and she hadn't time to change? What is it, bro?
Designer,
And it was literally.
I just think it's so funny too. Like when you go out to eat with friends and shit.
Maybe she had a little surprise for her husband, right? And she had not the chance to put that on later on, and she has to just, keep it away from the kids and everyone else, but the husband. And as soon as the kids are put to bed, and then they got their private time, she then can reveal it. That would be a heavy investment to make this happen, right? But yeah.
And you see something like that, that occupies the whole dinner.
Yeah.
Like the whole dinner, we ate our food and we're just solely focused on like
I couldn't stop.
if these
looking at
people
it.
were gonna take their fucking sweaty jackets off.
I couldn't
Literally.
stop.
Like it looked like at one point I saw the girl and I like felt horrible.
It's like, and I'm good at.
I wanted to just get her a cup of ice.
I'm
or
good
whatever.
at not
Like,
staring in public because it's rude. At one point, I caught myself like this.
like,
Like,
what
because
is
I was
going
looking
on?
at them in such discomfort for myself. Like,
No,
I
you
felt
ever look at somebody
uncomfortable.
and you get hot?
yeah.
At one point, I caught myself like this.
Like,
Because
what
I
is
was
going
looking
on?
at them in such discomfort for myself. Like,
No,
I
you
felt
ever look at somebody and you get
Never
hot?
said never, bro.
yeah, for sure.
Like that was going on
Yeah.
too.
Dude.
I was,
And it's like,
sweating.
dude, I'm a huge, like, I get nervous when I eat. Like,
No,
this
yeah.
might be like a personal thing that I'm just
I
like
feel you.
oversharing right now.
Dude.
What? No, go ahead. You feel
I
like
said, speaking of being nervous when you eat, do you remember when I pet that dog that was eating at a
He's nervous when he's eating?
Halloween party and it attacked me?
Yeah.
That dog must have been terrified.
What was his name?
Pedro.
Oh, when I eat, like, it's not like a nervous, like, I'm scared
like
to
just
eat
like
thing.
you're vulnerable.
No, it's not like it's not that. It's like when I do eat, like because I'm fueling my body and like my heart's beating and like I'm like eating food and like drinking water.
Oh.
Like I get
Okay, something biological is going on in his system?
nervous that I'm gonna like go into like a fucking heart attack when I eat, like shit
Okay.
like that. Like I just like I overthink a lot and I'm like, wow, I'm eating a lot of like sugary food. I just like
Okay.
get in my head and shit. But what the fuck was what was the point of
Like
me
the
saying?
Yeah, I'm also searching for it, bro. I want to know now.
Made you nervous because you were like,
No, so I have to, whenever I eat, I can't be hot. Like, that's a fun fact about me. Like, if it's like 90 degrees out and like someone's throwing a cookout or like a picnic, I cannot join in and eat. I have to like go inside and sit in the air conditioning.
Of course.
Oh, okay. I was also thinking like, what does he do when he's at a barbecue, bro? You know, like okay, just indoors. Okay, work around.
And like, even it goes for like restaurants. Like, I have to take my hoodie off to eat if I'm like in a t-shirt. You know what I mean?
seeing these people in the
So
jacket
seeing these
really-
people like in like their Montclair coats, I was genuinely like,
Oh, reveals that it's Montclair in the chat. She already knew. Says Chris seems to be hypochondriac in terms of the eating, maybe. Yeah. Cause the same here with the eating. Did you get a little bit some sort of nervous how he said it?
really nervous. Like, I couldn't even eat.
Dude,
It was
I was
actually
like,
like
it
absurd.
was so weird because I was like,
Or no, she said with the heart. That's what she said, Coraline. How can you still eat for the food? Yeah, it's exactly what Chris said, right?
I was sweating.
No, I was
Always
sweating and I was in a shirt.
I just felt bad because they looked hot. I'm
Yeah.
all for, like, if you're comfortable, do your thing. These people looked like they wanted nothing more than to take their jacket off, or they were
Correct.
doing it for, like, the image of, like, having their jacket on.
It was so funny. Oh, what about, I put just the guy who threw Nick's suitcase. I added that to the list so we could
That
tell us
was
about it.
insane.
As you guys
Bro, these airport stories, they're manifolded and they're crazy. Of Nick.
can see, we're in Boston right now, but in order to get here, we obviously took a plane.
Correct.
And this guy, I was dropping my, you know when you, like, I don't know, actually some of you might not have ever been to an airport. When you go to an airport and you check your suitcase, they, like, put it on a conveyor belt. Like, you don't bring your suitcase onto the plane. Someone else does it. So this
Some might really don't know.
guy, he went to put my suitcase on the conveyor belt, and I had a 53-pound suitcase. So my suitcase was 3 pounds overweight.
And
And,
he just-
it literally looked like WWE top ropes slammed down suitcase into the
kid.
slammed it down. I don't care about the professional name of WWE.
Sorry, I thought you did.
He took my suitcase. What, SmackDown? He smacked it down onto its back left wheel, and I saw the wheel concave onto itself and give out. And I was like, I literally just, my whole face, have you seen the meme of the Chick-fil-A girl? She's like, no Chick-fil-A sauce? Yeah. I goes, that was me. I dropped my suitcase, my head went. In
my God.
shock. I'm like, what are you hawking shit across the room for? It's like, it's just ridiculous. It's like, whatever. I understand. He's probably a fucking just tired guy who works at a...
But it's like, dude, now you have to buy a whole new suitcase.
yeah, now I need a new suitcase. He fucking literally, it looked like my suitcase was his worst enemy, and he's been waiting 20 years for it to show up. It was insane. I didn't throw someone I hated that hard on the ground. It was unbelievable.
Oh my god, it was so funny. It's when people like threaten you with like, you're lucky. They're like, oh, you're lucky, like my dad isn't here, or something. Like, you're lucky, like my big brother didn't beat you up. Like when people like say like, when people like threaten people with like, oh, you're lucky that like something isn't occurring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Irony.
When is this happening?
Like in the
All the
movies.
time. When motherfuckers are always like, oh, you're lucky, you're lucky.
I've never heard this.
You've never-
Wow. That's, bro, so present in movies, bro. Even. This, you're so lucky that this and this, whatever. In real life. Oh, as Chris says here.
Heard of that.
Well, I've heard that.
Never
I've
said
Wait,
Never
Chris
interacted
just
with
said this
that.
to you when you, when you,
Well, no, I never say it like in a threatening
never.
format. I just genuinely like, oh, that was lucky, like you were lucky.
Oh no, you just told me I was lucky because I hit you in the head, and you said I'm lucky that we're filming a video because you would have knocked me out.
Yes, yes, you said it in the video, right?
Oh, that is true. Like that isn't corny the way I said it.
I don't know.
Oh,
No, you-
you're lucky.
Okay.
Why I oughta.
Oh, he caught Chris with this one, bro. Some sort of, friendly fire for Chris here.
You just did it.
Literally.
Shot himself in the foot with this one.
I just exposed myself.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers that are like, look who decided to show up.
Oh my god. Look who
It's
just
all-
decided to leave. See, look who also just decided
Well,
to
yeah,
turn
look who-
right back
look who
around
decided
and leave.
to-
Matt, you love this one because Matt's always the motherfucker that
Oh
walks
my
in
god.
when they say that shit.
Yeah, look who decided to show up.
Guess who's leaving?
Look who decided to say goodbye as well. See you later.
When people say, look who decided to show up, it's like you're always saying it to the motherfucker you were shocked that they're even there.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
let them live.
Look
you
who
know?
decided to show up. Oh my god.
I just hate that shit.
Look who decided to be the first obnoxious motherfucker. How about that?
Oh, it's already over.
No, don't end the video. Don't do it. I'm gonna end the video. No, you're not. Don't do it.
That was a one-man show by Chris Sturniolo called Don't End the Video.
No, please don't end that car video. I'm having so much fun.
I have to. I gotta go back home.
No, don't do it. Don't
I
do
think you should
Okay.
rename it Mental Illness.
There's this one actor, bro. Oh, he was who was writing the script for The Bronx Tale. He did this one-man show on stage that was so successful that he then was offered this to make this movie out of it. What was his name? A Bronx Tale. The dude who was playing Sonny. But essentially Sonny is the person he looked up to because The Bronx Tale is some sort of a story out of his own life, his real life. And Sonny was some sort of a mentor, and he was the young dude that is played by another character in Bronx Tale. But the character, the actor and person I'm talking about is the one who is playing Sonny in the video, in the movie, A Bronx Tale. Yeah, I think you got it. And Colin says Nick's rants and Chris laughs together are. Ruben says Chris says things he does. Yeah, and he literally said that to Matt earlier. Yes. So I want there was a little sound at the end like I want to give you this video. I want to give this video a like. There you go, Sturniolo Triplets. You deserve it now.